Right now, at this moment, two people are having a conversation about you that's gone somewhere neither of them expected. And I'm picking up on this so clearly because this energy, it's intense in a way that's almost uncomfortable. Like they started talking about your past, but it moved to somewhere deeper, something they were not planning to discuss. The first thing I'm sensing is that they know you've been through a lot, like really a lot. But here's where it gets interesting. They are not pitying you. They are in awe of you. There is the moment where one of them is describing what you survived and the other one is realizing, oh, I didn't know the full extent of this. You didn't let any of it break you. You transformed it. That's what they keep coming back to. You could have quit. You could have let it destroy you. And honestly, most people would have. But you didn't. You took what was meant to damage you and you turned it into wisdom, into strength, into something magnetic about who you are now. And I'm hearing something like they see you as this bright light that didn't dim, even when everything around you was dark. And I mean genuinely dark, toxic situations. People who didn't have your best interest, your light stayed on. It may be flickered, but it never went out. That's actually rare. That's actually really rare. Most people's light dims when they are tested like that. Yours burned brighter. But here's where the conversation gets dangerous. Here's where it escalates. One of these people, they are trying to keep it professional or keep it light, but they can't anymore because they are in love with you. And I don't mean casual, surface level attraction. I mean reverence. I mean the kind of love where they remember every conversation you've ever had. Every word, every joke that landed. They notice everything about you, and they have been watching you from a distance, checking in on your progress, making sure you're okay. And the other person in this conversation, they are starting to realize how deep it goes. They're like, wait, how long have you felt this way? Because it's written all over them. It's in the way they talk about you. It's protective but not controlling. It's admiring but not pedestalizing. It's like they see all of you, the strength and the vulnerability, and they love both. The dangerous part is that these feelings aren't small. They are not going away. The more they talk about you, the more real it becomes, the more it's undeniable. They are talking about how you've given them hope when they had none, how your presence literally changed their entire worldview. They were living in a certain way, seeing things a certain way, and then they met you, or they got closer to you, and suddenly they can't unsee what you showed them. They can't go back to how they were before. You woke something up in them that refuses to go back to sleep, and they are trying to figure out what to do with that. That's why the conversation is escalating, because it's moving from look how amazing they are to I need to actually do something about how I feel. You are not easily forgotten. By the way, you are the kind of person people think about randomly. Years later, they will hear a song or see something and you will flash into their mind. You made an imprint, a real one. They can't explain it to other people without sounding a little bit obsessed, which is fully and funny because they kind of are. But it's in a good way. The kind where someone genuinely wants you to be okay, to be happy, to be celebrated. I'm sensing there is something almost faded about how you two know each other. Like your souls recognized each other before your brains caught up. That's not something you can logic your way out of. That's not something you can explain to a friend and have them understand. They just have to feel it when they are around you, and then they do. And then they can't pretend it's not there anymore. So one of them is telling the other person about all of this, and the other person is starting to understand the depth of it. And it's becoming real in a way that words alone couldn't make it before. Because talking about it out loud makes it impossible to take back. It makes it official. It makes it a thing that exists between you and them. And this other person who knows now. What's dangerous about this is that it's starting to demand something, a response, a decision, an acknowledgement. Because feelings this intense don't stay quiet forever. They don't stay hidden forever. At some point, they have to move into action, or they have to be released entirely. And I don't think this person is going to choose to release it. They are protecting you right now. They are watching you from a distance. They are making sure you are moving forward. They are your biggest cheerleader, even if you don't know the full extent of their investment in your well-being. But they are also reaching a point where protection alone isn't enough. They want to be part of your life actively, not from the sidelines. There is also this thing where they desperately want to talk to you like it's coming through so clearly. They want to communicate something, but they are nervous. They want to get the words right. They don't want to look foolish or desperate. They want you to respect them. They want you to see them the way they see you, as someone worthy of your time and attention. But the irony is that their nervousness is just proof of how much you matter to them. Normal people don't worry about that much about word choice unless the stakes are impossibly high. Normal people don't rehearse conversations in their head over and over. Normal people aren't affected this deeply. You are affected deeply, and they are affected deeply by you. So what this conversation is revealing is that you are not just important to one person. You are significant in a way that creates ripples. You changed someone's life. You gave someone hope. You lit someone up from the inside. And now that person is trying to figure out what responsibility comes with that kind of impact. They might feel like they need to protect you. They might feel like they need to show you how much you mean to them. They might feel like they need to finally say something out loud that's been burning inside them for longer than you probably realize. Because when you save someone, and that's what happened, they were lost and you brought them back, there is a bond that forms. It's not obligation, it's gratitude mixed with something deeper. It's recognizing in another person something that mirrors your own deepest self. And then realizing you can't pretend that doesn't exist. And the dangerous part is that this conversation, this two-person discussion about you, it's not just idle talk. It's the precursor to something. It's the moment right before a shift happens. It's the gathering of courage. It's the rehearsal before the main event. This is them testing the waters, saying things out loud to someone else first before they say them to you. Because once they speak it into existence with another person, it becomes official. It stops being a private feeling locked inside. It becomes a shared truth. One of these people is in love with you, and they are running out of patience to keep it hidden. So here's what I need to ask you. If someone was sitting with another person pouring their heart out about you, about how you've changed them, about how deeply they feel, about how they can't stop thinking about you, what would you want to know? Because right now, you have a choice. You can live in the comfortable space where you don't know the full depth of how someone feels about you. You can let things stay ambiguous and protected and safe. This is path A. It's easier, it's predictable, no one has to be vulnerable, or you can open yourself to the possibility that someone cares about you so intensely that it's starting to demand expression. You can be willing to receive that love in whatever form it wants to take. You can acknowledge that these connections don't come around often, and maybe, just maybe, this deserves more than silence. That's path B. The conversation is happening whether you know about it or not. The feelings are real whether you acknowledge them or not. Someone is choosing you over and over again in their mind and heart. Someone is in awe of how brightly you shine, and they are trying to find the courage to tell you. You don't have to know which person this is. You don't have to have all the answers, but you do have to decide, will you let someone love you at this intensity? Are you brave enough to receive that? You have already proven you're strong enough. You have proven you shine brighter than most people ever will. So maybe the real test isn't your strength. Maybe it's your willingness to let someone show how worthy you are. That's the choice in front of you. That's the choice